Table the Underback, welcome.
Happy I am.
Did you have that like written off in a notepad so you didn't fuck that up?
I got it.
You got it in one. Like, good job, dude. Because that's some straight up Yoda speak right there.
Even if I read it, I'd have fucked it up.
You did good.
If I had read it, I probably would not have done as well. You just have to commit to it. You know, you just have to say, all right, I'm doing this. Welcome back, everybody. It's episode 56. We're here playing some Pathfinder 2e, Outlaws of Alkenstar Adventure Path, otherwise known as Under the Table. I got Dustin, Emily, Heath, John. We're doing the full introductions here.
Hell
in case you didn't know, 56 episodes in who we're playing with. This is who we're playing with.
Just
My
rolling up
Adam.
in here raw dog in this episode.
For all my unobservant people.
Oh, man. You know, it's so weird how we record these things because you as listeners, you hear this every 2 weeks, but because it's every 2 weeks, we don't record this as frequently as some of our other shows. And so there's always like large gaps between our sessions. And so often when we come back to these sessions, there's like a kind of an unhinged giddiness that tends to happen, cause we're just like all excited or I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that, but it tends to happen a lot with this group. We were having some fun on the front end before we started recording, talking about one of the greatest hits of the late 90s. You Gotta Be by Desiree. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. You're welcome in advance. Today I want to talk about Clockwork. And, you know, the thing about Clockwork often in these stories is like, you have stuff that's Clockwork that doesn't necessarily need to be Clockwork. It's like all of it's kind of like a little overcomplicated just for the sake of like steampunk vibes, you know? So I want to ask you, what are some things that in your life that would be fun if it was Clockwork, even if it didn't really need to be Clockwork?
Oh.
I mean, I'm just going right to like thinking of things that don't even exist, you know, like.
Well, please do, yeah.
Get out of bed and these like weird construct like hands just like get me dressed in the morning, and I'm just like grazing my arm.
Yeah.
Just talking Dr. Seuss over here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking at the time. The Clockworks have like white gloves on them, you know.
Kind of like the Jetsons, right?
Yeah.
Rube Goldberg kind of
totally.
get me out of bed situation. I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm. Like, you know, okay, as a musician, obviously I would say like an instrument, right? This actually exists. Have you seen this
Glockenspiel?
Well, I mean, it is, but it's like
Definitely German.
It's like this big clockwork machine that the guy goes and cranks a wheel, right? And the faster he cranks the wheel, the higher the tempo is. And it's got like all these gears and levers and like belts. And there's a bunch of marbles.
Yep.
I've seen this, yeah.
Yeah, and so like the way he cranks it, it releases the marbles that hit the glockenspiel or the strings or whatever.
Right.
And he's like built inside this like little wooden like cylinder that has like notches, so it like when the notch hits, that's when the ball releases, so you're like getting the notes in time and everything, and it's wild.
That's crazy, and I'm here for it.
Let's see if I can find the link while you guys tell me about other things that you might think are.
Okay.
I wanted to replace like
It's called the marble machine.
The marble machine.
The Wintergatten marble machine.
Wintergatten. Yeah.
like a happy little laundry machine, like dryer,
I'm here for
washer
that.
in one that has hands that picks up the dirty clothes and puts it in the washer, and even has a smiley face and stuff. I would want one of those clockwork washing machine.
I'm into that. So kind of similar vein. I am in the middle of coming up and designing a natural pool to go in my backyard because I don't want to use chemicals, and I want to have like this big stock tank, this like 9-foot stock tank. Shut your face. Respectfully, lovingly, shut your beautiful hole. I would love to do like a water wheel, like a geared, heavy with gear and clockwork water wheel that actually does all of the pumping and is like a really pretty
water wheel.
just like that. Yes. Yeah, no, that would be fun.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
Jinx.
All right. I like it. What about you, Heath?
I was holding off because I was like, am I going to be the unhinged one? Yes, I am. But I immediately went to sex toy. That was my first thought. It was like, the first well, I don't know. The first ones are probably dangerous. But like, once perfected, those first lucky ladies that get to have a brand new era of sex toy in there.
I mean, they do make those machines. They do make like...
They're called fucking
all
machines.
kinds of yes.
And they have a really fun like gear mechanic going to them, but you typically want to stay away from the squishy bits with that part. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's how all clockwork is, right? Like, it's got a bunch of gears. You don't really want to get in the gears. You just want the result of the gears, right?
You know what? I'm not going to kink shame you. If you want to get in the gears, go ahead. Just have, your first aid kit on standby.
Yeah, this isn't about shame. This is just about
safety.
Make sure you're doing this safely.
That's right.
Like, there's just some realities that will happen if you get your soft flesh cut between gears.
OSHA violations are my kink.
Good for you, man. Good for you. You can't work for me.
Yeah, or most people.
Good to know. Good to know.
Or you could work for OSHA, right? And like, you go around and you're just like seeing all these violations. And you're like,
that's the play.
You're like an OSHA based Dexter, right? Like you're the killer looking for killers.
Wow.
That's a deep dive, and I'd read that book.
Yeah. John, what about you, buddy?
Yeah, just sitting here trying to think of something specifically that's fun that would be like just become steampunkified. I mean, I'm trying to think of something for the assignment. I am sitting here just.
What about a clockwork thinking machine, like a clockwork chat GPT, to help you with this?
I mean, but like, that's I don't know. That's any way that this is approached. Like, it's absolutely unhinged, and I'm just trying to think of something that would be better unhinged, and I'm just like
clockwork beard trimmer, just like knives and scissors all through your face.
You got to like crank it as it's going around your beard,
God, yeah, I'd hate that.
I just want a robot. I just want a clockwork robot that can do all of these things.
Like, for real though, that's where it's at, dude.
I don't like chores.
Chores.
I don't like chores. I need a clockwork robot to handle the chores.
Exactly.
We got one of those.
Well, you do now have one that's literally designed to do a specific chore, so even named as such.
Yeah, but that just feels like just taking advantage of the situation.
Listen, man.
He loves it.
That's his kink. Sweeping is his kink.
Sweeping it is his kink. Encourage his kink.
That's his whole existence, man. You can't take that away from him. If he doesn't have sweeping, what does he have?
What even?
Right.
What even?
That's sad. It makes me want to introduce him to
He's no longer a sweep.
all kinds of good stuff. Yeah.
It's like, have you ever seen a mop?
Yeah.
What?
I was thinking well beyond that.
I thought that was
It's
just legend.
Let's change his life. Have you ever heard of Magic the Gathering?
Yeah. You want to go to a horse race?
Wait. That's, you just have to program that
yes,
into
I am probably.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to tap this.
Yeah. Before you do that, hold on.
Oh, God.
And then
I'm going to spend 35 minutes with this win condition.
Yep.
You just have to sit there and watch me play.
Yep. And then I'm going to put this on the stack.
As the Omniscience deck that is currently in the meta on Arena that I hate with all of my
Adam
heart.
has messaged me numerous times. I just fucking hate Omniscience.
Yep.
It's like, I hear you, buddy.
Every time we talk about Magic, you gotta get that one in.
It sucks. I won't go off on a rant on that. It's maybe too specific. I think we've been criticized before for getting too deep off in Magic.
Well, before
our banters, you
like,
know.
Before we do that, explain what omniscience does. Just the card itself.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not doing
That's,
I will then.
that is a perfect example of getting too deep off in
why
it.
does it
You know?
suck so
That's
bad?
bait.
Mechanics of magic,
Yeah.
real quick.
First of all, here's how the game is played, so you can understand the context of why the card omniscience sucks.
I bet I can be succinct.
All right, I regret
I'm sure
even
you
bringing
could,
this
but-
up. I thought it would be funny to have a robot learn Magic the Gathering to get over his crippling sweeping kink addiction, you know?
Like it would be hard for him because he would have to be like battling against the urge to just like clean the table, like sweep off the table, while also putting a bunch of stuff on the table.
Man, the deepest of all struggles.
He just run a lot of board wipes. Is what it comes down to.
Sweep up would be a red black player easily.
All right, let's move on from Magic because I was about to make another comment. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
a
nope, this is
problem.
more nerdiness.
It's a sinkhole. I'm sorry.
Going from
I'm
Magic the
sorry.
Gathering to
Yeah.
actual Magic. Okay.
To actual magic.
Yeah.
Well, only one of you can do actual magic.
Right.
That's right.
Me.
That's right. It's me, Heath Parker. Not even George.
Cena.
Not the
Yes,
character, just me.
Listeners, you can't see, but he just conjured fairy dust from his
Yeah, it's
fingertips.
true.
It was insane.
You're
Conjure?
a wizard, Heath.
It was clockwork fairy dust.
It's much heavier. Yeah.
It's just a bunch of micro
It's
gears.
just
and everything's
shrapnel.
wild.
Don't get that in your eyes. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
touch your
wear
eyes.
safety glasses at least, dude. Come on, man.
Everybody knows
Well,
that.
I mean, he's not going to because his kink is OSHA violation.
Oh, yeah. Damn,
Okay, yeah.
dude.
No, it's a very specific kink. It's the violating the OSHA agreement that is the kink, not the repercussions thereof. You know,
Right.
Woof.
Right. It's like how close to the edge can you get?
Yeah.
You know? Right. Like I'm going to climb this ladder and I don't want any spotters around me at all.
Just don't even
But I
look.
also don't want, but I also don't want to fall off this ladder. So it's a gamble. You know what I mean? Like, speaking of people who do things that put their lives in danger unnecessarily, you guys just killed a bunch of gilded gunners that tried to take you down with ease. I mean, you guys like slaughtered these guys, right? Like almost to the point to where all this hype about how dangerous they are comes into question. But that's just because we're playing a game. I need to emphasize that this is a very powerful gang, even though your first encounter with them doesn't seem to really suggest as much.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
These were just chumps.
well, they
These
just
were-
didn't have the whole squad. That the intimidation and power of gangs is wholly reliant on numbers, right? And so you get a few by themselves. Like that's not the same thing as like you piss one of them off and then the whole gang rolls up. That's when
Right.
they're truly dangerous, you know?
Right. True. All right. Well, so do you guys remember what's going on? Like where you were going when this happened, or what? Like do you need a recap? Would somebody like to recap for our listeners? You know, like what's up? What's up?
I need a recap. I cannot
We-
recap for the listeners.
Are headed to the airfield, right? To chart an airship so we can get close enough to the Cradle of Quartz where we don't have to trek
Yeah,
through
we
all
gotta-
the wilderness.
We gotta hire a pirate.
was well
Or
put.
a pilot, right?
Yeah, we're charting a ship.
We gotta hire a pirate.
I mean,
whole
might
pirate.
be. Might be.
Yeah.
We've had a guy on the team named Steve the Pirate the whole time.
Steve the pirate. Arr. Sorry.
Yeah, so that is kind of what you are doing, and you're heading to Skyside, particularly to Pilot Square, to try to find an airship out into the spell-scarred desert. Now, that's gonna be difficult, right? Like, just to give you guys a heads up, that's not necessarily something that a lot of people are just eager to go do. Doesn't mean you can't do it. Just means that, like, it's gonna take some convincing.
Yeah, we
You
need one of
know.
those crazy guys with the biplane, you know, that
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we need.
Yeah, exactly.
What was his name? What was his name from the Mummy? The Wilford Brimley looking guy. He was cute. We need one of those.
Yeah.
Winston Havelock.
Ah, yes, Winston. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, let's take you to the map of Alkenstar. I don't think we've looked at that in a while, just so you can get an idea of where you're at here, right? So here is Pilot Square, where I'm pinging.
Oh, okay.
It's in the
And
bottom
if you zoom
right
in,
corner.
you can actually see that there's like a bunch of airships and zeppelins kind of moored and hanging out up there. This is a big, large area that's walled off, right? When you get there to Pilot Square, as I said, you see a dozen or more balloons, dirigibles, and other vessels moored, hovering in midair above this ramshackle conglomeration of seedy taverns, pilots' clubs, and trade warehouses. It seems busy. You see aircraft kind of coming and going. You would know, most of you guys, I think all of you, since you're Alkenstar locals, that the most common routes are from here to the gunworks or from here to Cloud Reaver Keep. But it's a bustling area that's kind of, I don't want to say seedy, although I'm sure there's some seedy elements, but it's just really kind of like densely ramshackle kind of built. It's all under the shadow of these various aircraft. There's a couple places you can go. There's a place called the Final Prospect. There's the place called the Sky Lodge. There's a place called the Windblown. It's just a bunch of little different taverns and stuff. And of course, there's a bunch of shops here that are selling like goggles and like wind scarves and, various rations and stuff. So the type of supplies you might need if you're going on an airship, right? There's gears and lots and lots of rope.
The Sky Lodge sounds promising as far as if we're trying to contract a pilot. I feel like that's where they probably hang out.
Okay. So you can head into the Sky Lodge. This is really kind of one of the nicer establishments here. Everything's kind of done up in this, I don't know, like not velvet, but like kind of like suede. Yeah, velour, like kind of red velour seats with brass trimming. Everything's kind of lit with these soft
Lanterns.
sconces. And it's just kind of swanky. And you see a bunch of clearly pilots, right? They've got on bomber jackets and like big scarves and big handlebar mustaches and stuff and you got like a couple different ones sitting at different tables. Obviously this is where you might go. They're posted up to take contracts, right? At this point you see two such pilots in here. I said one very dashing strapping man with a big brown handlebar mustache, and he's got goggles sitting on the top of his head, and his like scarf is silk red, and he's got it tucked down into his jacket, and he's smoking like a long cigarello and just looking as confident as ever. And then you see a female orc sitting at another table, and she looks very put together too, but her whole look is really sleek. She's got like kind of a form-fitting jacket, and she's sitting with her arms crossed, a little bit more serious looking. And both tables are empty aside from them right now.
What was the first guy?
Human.
Human. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is there like a bar? Like, what is?
Yeah,
is this
there's
a
also
restaurant?
just
like,
no. It's like a bar lounge. You
Okay.
know.
Should we split up and try to find a pilot that would go to the Cradle of Quartz? Like, I feel like that is a treacherous journey, and not every pilot would want to do this, and we have to keep a little bit circumspect.
I mean, I don't know how much splitting up we need to do. There's 2 of them. You know.
Well, these are not all the pilots in Pilot Square. But,
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's for my sake. Let's not do that.
well, I was just,
Yeah, some of the pilots are out on lunch. We're gonna go
Yeah.
visit them.
Yeah,
They're
we're
outside
gonna wait.
of
We're gonna
the
wait.
lounge. You know, yeah.
Maybe why don't we get a drink and just kind of listen, see if there's anything going on, and then we can approach. Let's get a little bit better lay of the land before we just start walking up to strangers.
see if we can find a particularly crazy pilot for this journey.
All right, so which side? They're on opposite sides of the room. So which side do you want to be close? You're trying to like over here and get
actually,
a feel for them.
Can we go to the bar first and maybe ask
That's
the
what I'm saying.
bartender?
Oh, sure.
Like, hey, we're looking. Can you point us in the right direction? Like, who's the wilder cat here?
Yeah. I'm going to be reading some lips.
Ooh, reading some lips, eh? I mean, Jules would go up to the bar and be like, what's the bartender situation? What do they look like? Who are they?
What's their deal?
Yeah, it's Clockwork Bar. No, it's a pretty portly fellow human, but kind of short, maybe like 5'2", pretty wide. Got a clean apron on, and is polishing some actual glass.
Oh.
Mugs, and he's bald, but he's got like this on the sides of his hair, or the side of his head. He has hair, and that's all like slicked back with like grease.
Oh, got that pomade.
Yeah.
A Dapper Dan man myself, but
and you guys
whatever.
approach, and he's like, "Hello, travelers. What can I get for you today?"
I'd love just a little sipping whiskey, I think. What's your favorite?
Yes, well, we have nothing but the best here. We have, basically, he, like, goes through a list, and their house whiskey is, like, the most expensive whiskey at the Barrel and Bullet.
Oh, my God.
Like they do not, like, this is, like, like, you're going to be
country
spending
club.
You're going to be spending a gold piece per drink.
Fuck
At
off.
a minimum. At a minimum.
We just gave 2 gold to a shitsmith, you know.
Fair.
Yeah, so I can get you many types of whiskey. What can I? Well, here's our list, and he provides you like a bourbon and scotch list.
Oh, my God. Just, you know what? I'm super parched. Let's go with your well. Let's go with your house, and then we'll see where we can go.
Would you like sparkling or infused water?
Infused with what?
Oh, we can infuse it with lime. We can infuse it with some of the dragon fruit, some of the strange exotic fruits that are found on the edges of the Spell-Scar Desert. All sorts of manner of things.
She wants it infused with fish.
I don't want that. That's a lie. Give me the fancy fruits. Let's do that.
All right, that'll be 5 gold pieces.
Jesus H.
I'm just
Christ.
kidding. It's only 1
Okay, thank goodness. Yes. All right, I
silver
give
piece
you
for the
one.
water. It's 1 silver piece for the water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, do that.
So what brings you and your friends here to the Sky Lodge? Are you looking for adventure? Are you looking for travel?
At
You're
that
just
point,
looking for an expensive bourbon.
she sits back and she kind of looks over at George, and it's just like, we're looking for. Well, what do you think, George?
The delicious bourbon is merely a plus, my good man. We are, in fact, in the market for adventure in the form of a pilot who is a little more daring than most, if we could find one, because we need someone who's not afraid of a little danger.
Right over there, you will see James Rockford. And he is always talking about his adventures and his exploits. And, well, if you would believe him, he is the bravest pilot of all.
I get the sense maybe that you don't believe him.
Oh, why wouldn't I?
Just reading your cues. Does he have a good reputation for getting people back?
His ship stays moving, and he's always finding contracts. He stays busy, so that must speak for itself, you know?
Does Jules have her water and or drink by this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She sits back and she sips and looks at George and then looks at the pilot and then looks at the other one, and she says, "What about her?" And gestures to the. Did you say orc or half orc?
Orc.
Okay. Yeah. What's her story?
George, under the table, slaps you on the legs,
She's
already doing it.
He's like,
I have to get you a leash.
I really couldn't say.
I'm intrigued.
She knew?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. Could I roll to try to gain something about that?
Yeah,
subtext,
you can roll perception.
you know?
Yeah, perception. Yep.
May we all, or is that just for our bard?
I mean, you can all do it. You're all here.
Let's
Something
do
for
it.
what?
Yeah, I got a 15, so I'm hoping you guys pick up something that I don't.
Shabam.
Well, I'll bring your own.
All right, what we get, Amir?
Amir rolled a 26.
Ooh, that's good.
Nice.
What about Jules?
20. Dirty.
Okay. Bruce?
27.
Okay, Amir and Bruce, you get the sense that he might be being a little prejudiced and
I
not
thought that
really
might be the case.
not really into having a full-blooded orc here. So, he's not going to say anything outwardly, but
Right.
that he's just way less interested in her than James. He's like, all I know about her is her name is Zaj Windbreaker. James, on the other hand, he is a strapping lad and excellent pilot from all accounts.
Have we gotten the bartender's name and I just spaced?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, my good fellow. What is your name?
Hold on while I think of it.
So it's Holden. Yeah.
Yeah,
Holden, there you go.
Holden
Yeah,
the beer.
Stevenson.
Family name.
Holden Racist.
I am-
That's my name.
Caulfield, and I don't like her because she's a big fat phony.
Yeah.
She's a green person.
Yeah. So, yes, I am Holden Charles.
Holden I'm nuts.
Yeah, Holden is nuts.
Shaft.
Holden is nuts. Holden, great to meet you, lovely. I'm all about meeting new people. What is Miss, you said her name is something Windbreaker, sorry.
Windbreaker.
Saj.
Saj. What's she
Saj
drinking
Windbreaker, yeah.
today?
Zaj.
I don't know. I think she's just drinking some sort of tequila.
Can I get one of those?
Sure, that's gonna be 5 gold. It's quite rare, actually, tequila here in Alkenstar.
You know what? Sure. Set me up.
Okay. Excellent. Here you go. Would you like training wheels with that?
What?
A lime and salt.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Sure. Yeah.
Do you not know what training wheels are?
I had
for
never
tequila
heard that.
drink?
I had never heard.
So
I
ready to be
also.
offended.
I'm sorry. I'm also not a tequila person. The smell makes
Yeah.
me
So if you
unhappy.
ever do order a shot of tequila, they're gonna ask you if you want training wheels with it or not, and that's a lime and salt.
Well, that's
Every time.
okay. I've never. All right. I learned something new today. Thank
I
you.
like tequila, but only if it has the training wheels.
Yeah, I mean, like,
you know,
the training wheels is part of the fun of taking tequila shots, in my opinion. So, like, it's good. Yeah.
Jules is going to get her stuff, and once she gets that, I have taken my money out, and I'm going to approach our lovely...
I need you to actually take the money off your sheet.
I did.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean-
Because sometimes, like, when we're doing, like, restaurant and bar stuff, it's like, I'll pay gold.
No,
it's all right.
five. What are we at? 6 gold now, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Including
Wow.
my drink?
My.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel good about this.
George, like, as he sees you're getting that and your plans to go talk to her, and he just kind of like pinches your arms, like, maybe divide and conquer. I'll go talk to the gas bag.
Gives you a wink.
Yeah,
That's the
all
part.
right.
I'll tell you that the tequila smells divine. Like, it is high quality tequila.
Okay.
You know? And the water is good. The water is very good. It's like a little bit less the fart of a flavor that liqueur.
Oh, okay.
I can never say that.
Troy?
Yeah. It's more like a Waterloo. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
okay. Just a whisper. A whisper.
Yeah. All right, so you'll go over to Windbreaker, and then Heath, you said George is going to go.
Yeah, George is like, hey, Bruce, come with me.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
Yeah, I was
Amia.
already going to say I'm going to be into falling. Yeah.
Okay. I was
right,
going to let the Davalas do their work, but I guess...
I always like a
they're
little
separate.
backup, you know.
Yeah. Let's start with George and Bruce talking to Captain James Rockford.
Rockford.
Excuse me, sir. Do you mind if I pull up a chair?
Oh, please, good gentlemen, have a seat.
Yep.
Join me.
I'm George. This is my colleague
Bruce.
out of the Church of Cheese. I'm
George
kidding.
and
Brig.
Bruce, it is a pleasure to meet both of you. Welcome to the Sky Lodge, and welcome to my little table.
Yeah, likewise. The bartender mentioned you're a Rockford. Is that of the Skyside Rockfords?
Yes, absolutely. I am of the Rockford family, of course. You know the Rockfords? Or you are distant cousin, perhaps?
I don't have that good fortune, but everyone knows of the Skyside Rockfords. I'm unfortunately wasn't born in Alkenstar, but I've called it my home since
Well,
childhood.
that's quite obvious, but that's all right. Alkenstar is a melting pot of sorts, and that's what makes it so interesting, don't you think?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Right.
Anyways, the reason I wanted to approach and I have bend your ear a little bit is that the esteemed bartender mentioned that if someone was looking for a pilot who wouldn't be scared off by a little danger, that you might be the one to go after.
Well, yes, of course. I am a very skilled airship pilot, and most people who ride with me are nothing but pleased. I have many amenities on my dirigible, and you would be traveling in the utmost luxury. Where is it that you would like to go?
And he kind of locks eyes with him, takes a second, it's like, we need to go into the spell scar.
Oh, my dear boy, that is, no. That is not, that is not something that I will do, nor will I think that you find any pilot foolish enough to brave the dangers and the intense mana storms that plague the Spellscar Desert. Certainly, you must be pulling my leg. What business could you possibly have there?
Well, it's interesting you mentioned the term brave, because I was led to believe that you were, but apparently I was mistaken.
Well, there's a difference between brave and stupid.
Calling us stupid. All right.
Right.
The last captain that went there was one Captain Farrah Winslow, and, well, her ship was crashed. Because it's dangerous out there. And not just dangerous in a fun and exciting way. No. Dangerous in a highly lethal and very foolish way to test. Yes, no. If you want to get to the other side of the Spellscar Desert, we can arrange that. But we go around the desert, not over the desert.
At this point, Bruce almost feels like this is almost a waste of time, but he's going to try to appeal to his more good nature, okay? Possibly try to appeal towards his sense of adventure. So he's just going to say, mate, look, we're on a mission to possibly save the entirety of this city, possibly even keep the region from descending into chaos. And you could be the person that helps deliver us and this city back to a sense of normalcy, and perhaps even resolve some of these situations that some of my crew seem to be having themselves with. Basically, he's trying to appeal to him, saying like, hey, help us out here. We're trying to save this city.
We're on a mission from God.
Yes, he's like, I am not sure what you're on about, good chap, but if the city is in danger, perhaps the shield marshals should be who you turn to, as they are the ones who are charged with keeping this city safe.
Man, fuck this guy.
I am sympathetic to your plight, perhaps, but I do not think that the city is in any grave danger. It has survived a cataclysmic war between Nex and Geb, rather, and I'm sorry, but if you were somebody who was capable of saving this entire city, I might have heard of you, I think, before today's meeting. And I don't mean any disrespect, but...
Yes, you do.
Okay, maybe a little, but the point is that I don't see how risking my ship, my life, and yours flying out into the spell-scarred desert is going to do anything to save this city that is well protected by its walls and by the shield marshals that are charged with protecting it.
Spoken like a Skyside Rockford.
No.
You pampered private school princesses.
George,
appreciate your time. You're obviously not brave enough to do this, I don't think you would save this city, even if you did believe there was a credible threat. Because I don't think you actually are who you pretend to be, a danger-loving captain.
Excuse me, sir.
Damn.
There is no need for that rudeness or slander, even. You must understand that the Spellscar Desert, nobody in the right mind, even with a lick of sense, one iota of brain power, would fly into the Spellscar Desert. You must know how dangerous and foolhardy that is. There's a difference between being brave and reckless, young man. And you walk in here into this club looking for charting a airship, which means that you do not have the resources to take care of whatever this grand problem is on your own. I think you might find it easier and better in your hunt for a pilot if you practice a little bit more politeness and generosity of spirit to the people that you talk to, good sir.
Cut to Jules. Hey there. I brought you a drink.
Damn.
Sorry.
Did you have anything else you wanted to say, Heath?
Cut to
Before I
Jules.
move on?
No, I
All
was
right.
kidding. Like, y'all finish your scene.
Yeah, there's no interest in this person
is over
at
Yeah.
all. I mean, like as soon as like
it's
he
just
started,
going to escalate further. Because I did start polite. He was the one who started talking shit, and I
He
just
didn't talk shit.
no,
He
he
just
actually
talked white
didn't talk
privilege,
shit. I think
you know?
he's reasonable. He's just not daring. That's really all this comes down to, is that like he's just emphasizing that this place is fucking dangerous where we're going to. And he's not desperate enough or daring enough to attempt this, is really what this boils down to. And so we should just... Yeah, and we should... and we should just go ahead and just cut our losses, you know, and just like move on to the new person at this point. I mean, like, Bruce holds no ill feelings towards this person. You know, he just declined. That's all it really came down to.
I mean, George does, but it's the rich dick vibe that he has.
Sure.
That like kind of triggered George a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
I don't think Bruce even picked up on that. You know.
Well, it's like he didn't take
from the
it
church.
seriously.
Right. Exactly.
Well, you also didn't go through the experience of McTerrible Pants either. You know.
No,
so,
I didn't. Yeah.
Okay, so we will cut over to Jules and Amir with Zaj Windbreaker. So you approach with your tequila in water.
And, training wheels, I believe, yes? And she would step up to the table and say, pardon, Zaj, is it?
Captain Windbreaker, please.
Wonderful, lovely. Do you mind if I join you? My name is Jules. This is Amir, my friend.
And she just gestures to the seat.
And she would sit down and...
Thank you.
We're actually looking for a captain. Also, just a little friendly gift here. I hear tell that you're a fan of tequila. Just a little, a welcome gesture, as it were, kind of.
Yes, thank you. And she takes it without the training wheels. She just grabs it and slugs it back.
This was a sipping tequila, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Jules, like gets a little excited.
She has a type.
You're doing great, Jules.
2 legs.
Thanks. I mean, you're not wrong. No, Jules lets her finish her gulp.
She kind of slams it back down the table and crosses her legs or her arms over her chest and says, "All right, what's the plot?"
We're going to the Spellscar Desert.
No, you're not.
Oh, do you? I've never been. Do you care to, elucidate? What's the deal?
It's the Spellscar Desert. Surely you know about that.
No, I'm aware enough to know that it is very dangerous, a very, foolish.
Oh wait, so you're being serious?
Oh yeah, no, I'm being serious.
Why? What in the name of Bry would make you go to the Spellscar Desert?
Funny you mentioned Bry. We have to, and did we talk about this beforehand? Like, how much are we sharing here? Like, just keeping it.
The church has asked you guys to keep it on the DL,
Yeah.
but that's up to you guys,
Jules would kind of look around a little bit and then lean in a little bit closer and says, "We have been tasked with this journey. We don't take it lightly. And we're looking for somebody to get us there as unscathed as possible so we can finish our task."
Thanks for the tequila, but I'm gonna have to say no.
Is George done now? Are they walking like...
It can be, yeah.
Jules would kind of like nod over at George, like, "Hey, let's finish this chat, maybe. This is my brother, George, and our friend Bruce.
Pleased to meet you.
I'll be honest with you. We're looking for somebody who's a little crazy, but in the good way. And you were the first person that caught my
It's a high risk, high reward.
Every
scenario.
time. Look. Orcs are part of society now. All right?
I wasn't questioning that, my friend.
So you just look at me in the corner and assume I must be crazy.
Apologies.
Now, what made you think that I'm crazy? Just tell me, what is it?
Thought you were crazy hot, if I'm being really honest.
Oh, well, I am.
And so humble.
Just took the flirt option on that dialogue real quick.
You're not wrong there, but no, I'm not an idiot, and only an idiot would fly into the Spellscar Desert. I must advise you to not be idiots and don't go. There can't possibly be anything good, or you will die, and anybody that you take with you will die.
It's not just about us dying. And she kind
I
of
understand, but it is about me dying, and I'm not going to do it.
That's fair. Can I give you one more reason?
You can. It's a free country.
George, you the pretty talker. I just bought a drink. Like,
Oh, how smooth.
that's all I
Can
got.
I give you one more reason? All right, hey,
George.
George, George, give it a reason.
I can't think of nothing else.
Like, I tried the hotness line. I don't know what else to do.
I mean, we really haven't explained anything about the job.
Well, and that's
because
where
we're trying to keep quiet about it.
Yeah.
you know?
where
think we're
exactly can we
have
can
to
we
not
say,
to.
like, because we're going to the courts. Like, that's our end goal, correct?
Cradle of Quartz, yeah.
Cradle
That's our
courts.
destination. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have the coordinates,
Yeah.
right?
Pop, yeah.
I mean, she mentioned Bry specific. Like, I mean, granted, this is the city of Bry, but like, could we lean on that maybe? Like,
See, I thought about that, but that's a lot of presumption
Yeah.
when there was no discussion on it, because like, okay, well, they didn't give us any kind of like money to chart a ship.
yeah.
I just send them the bill.
Yeah, right. Send us
For
the
real,
bill.
yeah. Like, we have a
Yeah.
benefactor, like, we take care of everything.
But here's the thing about it is that we would be making, I mean, like, we can't really leverage Bree because of the fact that if we were, that's making a presumption that they would
Yeah.
honor it.
I mean, technically,
You know?
we're in the employ of the Duchess. You
Well,
know? Like,
That's
But you're
definitely on the hush
secretly
hush.
in the
Yeah,
blood.
that's,
Yeah,
nobody
the
knows
hush of
about
it.
that.
yeah.
Right.
But we can beat around the bush, you know? Like, we have a high...
Here's the thing. The hurdle that you're trying to get past here is the specifics of why you're going to the Spellscar Desert don't really matter in the sense that they're just like, I'm not doing it.
It's too dangerous.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to find a reason to appeal for them to decide to risk, you know? High risk, high reward, as Amir was saying at one
Yeah.
point, you know? But like, that's again appealing to a sort of appealing to a sense of adventure. And
She mentioned she brought up the orc specifically. Like,
it's a sore subject, yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Thoughts?
Okay,
time out. Like, I just, because if we aren't able to effectively and somewhat eloquently present the problem to them, then we're never gonna get anywhere. So
Right.
let's just go over our bases here. Like, we're going to the Cradle of Quartz. That is our goal. Let's kind of just rehash the basics of everything that's going on. We're going to the Cradle of Quartz to go after, what's the dude's name?
Olawan.
Kalaman Osawan.
Yes.
Yeah. Osawan, yeah.
Asawana, right? And he has the
Pyronite.
the Pyronite recipe.
Yes, the formula, right. Which
Okay.
we haven't divulged to them, but honestly, that's kind of like, can we disclose that information? I don't think we should.
I'd say just go real vague. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, say...
Like Adam said, it's,
she's pretty much no right off the bat. So we're like, what would it take? Like, how much reward would it take for you to say yes? Like, here's the coordinates where we need to go.
Remind you that this is one of several bars here in the Pilot's Square. You guys went to the nicest, most like...
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was thinking that this is the bar. Okay. I thought this is the only bar. My bad.
Just throwing that out there, too.
Yeah, we want a crazy mustachioed guy. You know?
Yeah, let's go to the fucking dive. Somebody that's desperate, dude. Not here. I thought Zaj was going to be the ticket, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
Well, as you guys are deliberating silently, if there's nothing else, I do prefer to drink alone.
And hey, Bruce is just going to get up and walk out at this point. Yeah, or not walk out, but like get up and just say, well, that was 6 gold with nothing at this point. Fuck, let's get out of here.
If y'all start moving, Jules will she's still sitting down. And she'd look at Zaj and just be like, how long have you been here, the Skyside?
About 2 years.
How's it? I'm just out of curiosity. How's it been going as far as captaining and everything?
I mean, I get work.
Awesome.
You know, there's good days and bad days here. There's good people and bad people here. But I mean, I'm still here. You know.
Have you always been from Alkenstar?
No.
Oh, whereabouts you from?
Belskin. I wanted to travel and took a long journey to get here.
Understand the long journeys. I understand you're not interested in putting yourself in the amount of danger that we're looking to get into. Out of curiosity, you just trying to make coin or you trying to make a name?
I'm just trying to eat.
Understand. What happens if there's no food to eat? Doesn't matter if you're making gold. If everything dies, if everything's gone to shit.
I mean, that would suck. What are you even talking about?
If you wanted to help us stop that, would that be worth going to this Spellscar Desert over?
So you're saying that if I don't fly you into Spellscar Desert, all the food is going to evaporate? That's ridiculous.
I understand. Well, maybe we'll see you around. Maybe when you feel a little bit braver, when you feel a little bit more sure of yourself, maybe we can work together later. And she would get up and...
That's enough. I hope I don't see you later.
Your loss. And she stand up and walk
doubtful.
off.
Amir, you're still sitting there?
Yeah, well, I'm getting up with everyone else.
Yeah.
I'm just being observant.
I'm waiting for my drink.
Now at this point, you have both Rockford and Windbreaker kind of scowling in your direction, and the kind of like welcome feeling of this bar has evaporated for the four of you because you came in and insulted two captains, their bravery, because they're not so foolish to want to fly into certain death. So, yeah.
When free drinks don't work, I'm gonna call you names.
That's the Davala way.
That's the Davala way. I don't know
You
what to tell
told me
you,
that
gang.
is crazy. You said my mission's crazy.
Let's go to the opposite
Now
end.
they're making me doubt myself. Like, maybe we shouldn't go to the Spellscar if it's instant death.
I do think that before you go to the next bar, the four of you should talk about what your game plan is here, because that kind of went sideways quick in both conversations.
Well, here's the deal. We don't have money to, like, tempt these people with, like, massive riches or whatever, so...
Yeah, we do.
No,
Massive
No.
riches?
Yeah,
we can lie.
They
got a
want
benefactor.
money up front,
Take
homie.
care of it.
No. What's
I don't
our
do
sell
deceit.
here?
That's the motivation here. We have to find out what they want, and I think you, as Jules, and I guess let's be in character with this. I guess. Well, let's find someplace that's a bit more. They need the money, or they need that, or they're trying to make a name for themselves. Because I think you were right on there, trying to appeal to the sense of adventure or the sense of duty, and if they don't want to do it, then that's. I think first off, let's find some place with a cheaper beer menu, right?
Yeah, with a little bit more of a air of desperation.
Right.
I mean, whatever senses we appeal to are not going to get us anywhere if we can't get far enough into the conversation to give them a good reason, a logical reason to want to go to such a dangerous place. Like, we can psychoanalyze their personalities all day long, but we're not getting our foot in the door far enough to even tell them why we're going to the Spellscar. We're just getting called idiots before we can even make it that far.
Right. So we just need to sell our introduction then.
I
We
don't
have
know
to
that
share
that's...
some kind of information.
I mean, guys, we are going to the Spellscar Desert. Nobody fucking goes there. This is known. We know we're going into this with already, chips against us. I think desperation's probably going to be the play here. Because they don't give a fuck. All they hear is Spellscar, and then they're done. So it's got to be somebody who's willing to do crazy shit. That doesn't change. The place is crazy. We got to find somebody who's matching that crazy.
End of the day, this is going to be expensive.
All right, well, we went to the bougiest place. Where's the saddest place?
The saddest place is a little shack that has a sign that's kind of like hanging only on one chain. And it's called The Final Prospect.
Like the final prospect, dude. Just call it Tear in My Beer Tavern or some shit, dude. Like, fuck.
What information are we sharing?
Well, you know what? Let's just go to the last prospect and see who's there, what they've got going on.
Yeah.
We are going to the Spellscar. We have these coordinates. We have our reasons. Like, I don't know how much we're trying to tell them.
Yeah, I mean,
Heath, what are your thoughts?
I mean, if we can, the benefit, I think, going into a more seedy joint is that they won't be aligned with the law,
Yeah.
right? Because realistically, and this is kind of the point I was trying to get to, is that we're not presenting any reason. We're telling people we're trying to go to the Spellscar and getting laughed out of the building, right? Why are we going to the Spellscar? We got to go find Casawana before Muglin can get to him, right? Because he's got the recipe for Pyronite, a dangerous weapon that if it gets into the hands of the general, gang public of Alkenstar, I mean, could start gang wars.
But we can't
blow
bring
up
that information.
stuff. Why not?
Because wouldn't that set a panic? I mean, telling them,
Not so
hey,
much.
there's a loose bomb or formula that's being out and bandied about between warring civilizations right now, and we are the people that need to go over there.
I'm less worried about that and more worried about them going and telling what's his face.
So
Muglin.
let me just like lay out what's happening here, right? Like, people aren't looking for a good reason to go to the Spellscar, right? Like, you guys could tell them all these reasons, and they're like, okay, I'm not. To most sane people, going to the Spellscar is suicidal. Like, it'd be like, hey, do you want to go get in this submarine and go 10,000 feet below the ocean? Like, it might save somebody, but we're gonna die from pressure. You know what I mean? Like it is just so dangerous that, like, the reason why you guys haven't been able to even get to explaining why and why that hasn't mattered is because the hurdle is the Spellscar Desert itself. You know what I mean? Like
It has a history, right?
And so, like, what you guys have touched on in the midst of this deliberation, but not focused on, is that you got to find somebody who meets that crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that's already willing to do it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the hunt. You got to find a pilot that's
That's
not
daring.
looking for money. They're looking for experience. Like,
I guess we should have asked those
Or
other two
fame,
guys, like,
yeah.
who would you know?
I don't think that
would
they
go to
would.
the
they did mention a name.
Whoops.
They mentioned one
I only recall Zaj and
Captain
and
Pharaoh
Rockford.
Winslow.
Oh,
The ship crashed in the spell scar.
So like, you know that at least one person has ventured into the spell scar. You know,
Is there anybody standing around us? Where are we at? We just
well,
walking.
you're in. Yeah. Okay. So no, you. I assume you were going into the final prospect.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So you go in here, and this is like the opposite of the Sky Lodge, right? Like, it's dark, it's dingy, it's smoky. There's like one torch, you know, that's like trying to light the whole room, and so it's like barely lit.
Mood lighting.
Yeah, and there's very few people in here. You do see somebody who is wearing what might be captain attire, airship captain attire, right? Like a kind of bomber jacket and have goggles and stuff like that. And it's a female dwarf tiefling.
Ooh.
And
Interesting.
she's like just leaning up against a wall, just smoking a cigarette, like looking dour, melancholy, just like, you know, just as unhappy as you could imagine, you know, but also like has a whole air of don't give a fuck attitude, you know?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, just frustrated. Like, George, we all walk in. Is there a ton of people in here?
No, there's
No.
a few. There's
Okay.
just very few people. Very sparse.
Yeah, I mean, George is just gonna come in, pull out a gold piece, and be flicking it and catching it. We're looking for a pilot, one who's crazy enough to go somewhere
Perfect.
that no one else would go.
That's not a bad
Yeah.
idea. That's a good approach, actually.
We're gonna get jumped. We're gonna get robbed.
no, this is perfect.
It's like when you walk into a
That is
saloon,
perfect.
right? And like everybody stops, like record scratches, looks at you,
Yeah.
and they're all like scowling, you know, like looking under the shadows of the brims of their hats and everything. And one like particularly grizzled human who has like a scar across his cheek and wearing an eye patch over that scar is like patchy 5 o'clock shadow, a cigar with like a long bit of ash that hasn't been knocked off, sitting there. He's like playing some cards with somebody. He just like grunts and like points over to the person leaning against the wall, the tiefling dwarf, and then goes back to
Thank
her
you.
cards.
Yeah, and
What is
George,
he, Frankenstein's monster here?
Yes.
George just keeps nonchalantly flicking his gold coin and approaches the dwarf and says, "Are you maybe the kind of pilot we're looking for?"
I mean, what kind of pilot are you looking for? I might be.
A crazy one?
Depends on the day, I suppose.
Want to fly to the Spell Sky Desert?
Excuse me, what? What did you say?
Spell Sky Desert. We need to fly there.
Did Richie put you up to this? Is this some sort of joke? Are you
No.
making fun of me?
No, we don't know a Richie.
We don't even know you.
I mean, like,
Yeah,
I do know
consider
Richie,
yours-
and he's a real cuck. Like, yeah, Richie.
Yeah, fucking Richie. Listen, I don't know who you are. What your deal is. You're coming in here, you're asking about the Spell Sky Desert. Somebody roll a diplomacy check to gather information.
All right.
Single or any of us?
Trained?
Of course, I roll a freaking 3.
I'm untrained.
30-20.
Okay.
Do I have a hero point?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
you got
untrained.
it. We got it here, right? So, you know, like, okay, it starts to click. Winslow, right? And Richie, you actually do know Richie, and you've heard Richie talking about this captain that used to be super daring, charismatic, commanded top dollar for fast runs to the keep or the gunworks, and that even a couple times took some monster hunting charters into the Spellscar Desert. But the last time that she went to the Spellscar, it was disastrous. Most of the passengers and crew were lost in some strange accident that Winslow never discussed. It's a secret. And if you think about it, when you walked in, you saw a airship moored to the top of this particular bar, right? And on it said The Second Kiss. If you remember, you saw a crashed airship in the
junkyard.
And
What?
So
we did. I remember that. Yeah.
So you put this connection here that must have been her ship, and that you make that connection.
Yeah.
This must be this Captain Winslow, Farrah Winslow.
Can we remember what the ship? It was like
Harpy's Kiss.
Harpy's Kiss.
Yes.
Jules would kind of glassy-eyed remembering all of this for a second, and she'd just kind of whisper Harpy's Kiss.
All right, for real, is this some sort of joke?
No. I really do. I do know Richie, but that. I'm sorry. I'm remembering some
Did
things.
Did he put you up to this?
No.
He likes to give me shit about my previous charters.
And Jules
calls me a baby for not continuing to do it and all that.
Jules
But
would
Richie,
flip a chair around and sit down youth pastor style, and just be like, so you've actually gone to the desert. You've been there.
Well, you must know this if you're invoking the name Harpy's Kiss.
It's just wild to me. You actually been. This is exciting.
Who are you? What are you
sorry,
doing
I'm
here?
Jules. This is George. This is Amir. This is Bruce.
What?
We got business. We got business in the desert. We got coordinates. We got coin. And having somebody who's already been there before would be a huge plus. I'm sorry, I'm just a little excited here.
All right, couple things. First, I'm going to show you a picture.
Yes.
Damn it. Damn it.
For the
Oh
listeners.
no, there's 2 legs.
For the listeners. Jules has a type.
Yeah, describe her for the listeners.
Yeah.
She's breathing.
Got 2 legs.
So, dwarf form, but definitely tiefling vibes. 2 horns, one of them's been cut off. She's got kind of coppery orange hair, red eyes, very much scowl. Bomber jacket, glasses, pretty clean uniform. Actually, it looks like some medals on there, maybe at least one. No, she's hot for sure. Yeah,
One of her horns is cut.
yeah.
Okay,
She's got
and she's smoking a
burnished
blunt.
brass colored skin, red eyes.
How you
just
doing?
chilling.
The second thing is I need a diplomacy check to try to influence her at this point. And that's going to be from you, Jules.
I mean,
should've
George talked.
George can try to aid, sure. Yeah. And one thing that I was informed of and didn't realize is that only one person can aid because they don't stack. The aid bonuses don't stack. In 2E. That's just how it is.
Noted.
George, what'd you roll on the aid? All right. You do. 15 is in the remaster. They dropped that down to 15 instead of 20.
But he got 13.
Oh, you rolled a 13. I'm sorry. I saw I see you don't aid. All right.
I got a
What'd you roll?
17.
She says, look, it's not worth the time, nor the money, I don't know what all this is about, it seems strange to me that you know Richie, but this isn't some sort of prank to get me riled up and make me feel silly and all that. For all his blustering, he's the one who wouldn't join my crew as the cook, right? Because he's the one who's actually scared to fly what I used to fly. And now, had he been on my ship like I asked him to, he'd probably be dead now, so maybe he made the right choice, But yeah, I just can't see why this would be worth the time and money. Now, somebody else can try to talk to her, try to convince her, and roll diplomacy, but Jules, you have failed your opportunity to try to convince her. She doesn't trust you.
Story of my life. I like her so much more now.
The one that got away.
Yeah.
One of the ones.
The fifth one.
200 that got away. Oh, see, that one, they walked across the street. They got away, too.
Yep. Listen, Jules is a gunslinger, okay? But when it comes to potential relationships, it's a very shotgun approach, okay?
Scattergun.
We know.
It's more like a minigun,
Yeah, I mean, George kind of pulls up, or he doesn't even pull up a chair. He just puts a foot onto a chair, just props up, and it's like, look, we've already been laughed out of some other establishments for even suggesting going to the Spell Scar. It has been made abundantly clear to us that it is dangerous and that it is that we are idiots for even wanting to go. And we may be idiots, but we've got, and it may be hard to believe, but we've got good reasons for needing to go. We're trying to prevent some bad things from happening. You've been before. Yes, I get that you've, had some trouble, to put it lightly. But
it wasn't always trouble.
Yeah? You want to tell me about it?
I don't know. It depends on what you roll on your diplomacy check.
Very smooth. Okay, 21.
All right, that is a success.
Nice. Okay.
She says, yeah, well, in my younger days, I was such an in-demand pilot. I ferried the rich and the famous across Alkenstar to the gunworks, to Cloud Reaver Keep, and I even took the more adventurous types on hunting expeditions out into the desert. And oh man, I miss those days. But listen, nobody wants to fly with me anymore, and I'm not sure if I've got the nerve to even do it.
Well, we want to fly with you.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah, we need someone to take us to the Spell Scar, idiots that we may be. We've got to get there. This is not a lark. This is not somebody being ridiculous or trying to play a prank. We have to get there. We've got to save some lives.
She kind of takes a long drag on her blunt.
Can I hit that?
Yeah, sure. She hands it over. Yeah, no, right. Yeah,
It's been a stressful day.
Listen, all right. And there's all of a sudden there's a little twinkle in her eye that you hadn't seen before.
Because the drugs are hitting.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
But
true.
also,
Gloss
she's
over,
rediscovering her past self,
And she says, all right. Perhaps this could be an opportunity to rebuild my reputation. Certainly would be a way for me to rekindle my sense of adventure. But there's one catch. I will not fly without a full ship. Now, listen, you don't have to find a bunch of people that want to go out into the Spellscar, although if you find some, that's fine. We can make it a whole route, right? We'll make a stop at Cloud Reaver Keep before we go into the Spellscar, and if you could get my whole ship filled, it will be worth the money, right? And I need all of those people there to help rebuild my reputation and spread the word about the comforts and the efficiency of the second kiss. That's me airship.
All right, to clarify, when you say you won't do it without a full ship, do you mean a full crew or a full cargo or both?
Oh, I got me crew. It's a full roster of passengers is what I'm asking for.
Oh, so we're turning this into a two-part thing where it's like it's gonna be a passenger drop-off mission and also go to the Spellscar.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm. And
so now we gotta convince a bunch of normies to go on this dangerous mission?
No. That's what she's saying. We're going to the Cloud Reaver Keep, and that's where we'll do the drop off majority of people. Yeah. That's my understanding.
Like, you could, some people may want to go to the Spellscar, some people may not, but like, there will be a stop in Cloud Reaver Keep. And so if you find people that want to go there.
Okay, well, I just didn't know where that was, so I didn't know if it was on the other side or on the way. No, that's what
she said. That's what she said. It would be the first stop there. But so here's the parameters of what she needs you to do. She needs you to find at least 4 other paying customers, and it's at 50 gold a seat.
Okay. Woo, baby.
And so, like, a couple things. One, you guys can't just cover the cost because she wants actual butts and seats because she wants to spread the word. She wants people to spread the word. Your seats will be covered.
Nice.
By Phoebe, right? But she's not going to cover anybody else's seats. And
so all you got to do is start a travel agency.
Yes.
Right. The good thing is that you are here in Pilot Square, and there is a whole tons of people here looking for rides and stuff. So you'll have some options. And you know what? We'll dig into that next time because we'll see you.
Okay. I've got an idea.
Thanks for listening to the STF Network. If you want to hear more from us, check out our other Starfinder and Pathfinder shows at thestfnetwork.com. That's thestfnetwork.com. And support us on Patreon to listen to our bonus podcast, including our homebrew adventures and Tom Talks, our behind-the-scenes show. Stay groovy, possums.